Yo! Alright. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Great Waifu Debate, the only show where we get people. It don't even matter who it is no more. Two guys, that's so 2020.
We're in the future. We're in the future, baby.
We do whatever we want now. So we just have people in the call now, doing whatever we want, talking about, you know. Couch, could you help me out here? I'm seeming a little forgetful right now. What we talk about here?
Buff men.
Well, you're not wrong. I wasn't going to go for that first.
Why?
You're making this really difficult starting out. You really are.
All right. That's what always happens.
Okay. What else?
Receding hairlines.
Yeah. All right. Is that it? Jun, you got anything?
Yeah,
What do we talk about?
Suffering for me in the back. What is this?
You know, I prefer the more traditional things we like to talk about here. Titties, ass, thighs. I don't know. Don't look at me like that.
This is a big improvement. Eyebrows, receding hairline.
I don't see.
There's no issue. I'm just saying. Anyways, yeah. You know who we are. We're here to talk about some anime. You know me, Mr. 24 Hours Ahead, Father Time who can't rhyme, Big the Fat as I'm known in some certain circles. Yeah, and that's about it.
That's it.
I mean, I'm like the co-vice president / CEO of Young Richard Productions. That as well.
Absolutely.
I think like in the Midwest they like to call me the Toverlord. I don't know why. It just happened that way. I'm also not allowed in like Mississippi.
You know, interestingly enough, I also am not.
Oh, I know. I'm aware. I'm part of the reason you're not allowed in Mississippi. But yeah, I'm Tamarrow. But, you know, as always, we have the co-host with the most toast and the toe-hose. Couch, what's up?
Yeah. You already know who it is. It's Couch, the Jew with the goo, Mr. 1 Inch. But fellas in the streets call me Mr. Mile.
I do like to call you Mr. Skull Unit on occasion. Yeah, you're right. But that's not all we have. Go ahead.
Now, nah. We have a special guest for a special episode. Newbie Jun. Would you like to do a little introduction?
Oh my god. I can't stop laughing now. Hello YouTube, Newbie Jun here, and welcome to the Great.
Yeah. Off to a strong. We like to start off hectic. We keep our energy throughout. You know, if we don't start hectic, how else we gonna start? You know. But
absolutely,
as Couch just said, this is a very special episode we're recording tonight. I know last week we did our joke episode, which was Dragon Ball Z, where we I don't even know what to call what we did. There's no way to explain it really.
It's like the visual representation of a brain.
Yeah, you know what? That's close.
Well, that's what that was. I was trying to put it in words. I'm like, what am I going through right now? I was so confused.
That's what we wanted. That's exactly.
But this one's the real one. This is the real Z's. This is our 50th episode for real. For real.
Nah. Yeah. It's the real 50th, but It's episode
The
51.
remix to
That's the
Ignition.
important number. Fuck
Hot,
50.
hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Hot
absolutely.
and
That's what I was
fresh
gonna
out the
say.
kitchen.
And what better way to celebrate with one of our favorite manga / anime, Grand Blue Dreaming. Yeah! And of course, before we get started, all of June's links will be in the description below, as well as ours. No one really cares about ours. That's why, you know?
Yeah. You know, we like stream or something.
Oh, yeah? Well,
You
June
can do
streams
other
too.
stuff,
Did you
I
know
think.
that? Yeah, hold that. You can hold that.
I'm holding it.
Hey, show me your hands. Yeah. Hey, that's a lot of streaming going on there. How much you be streaming, June?
No, I do endurance streams, which is a pain in the ass. I
Yeah,
only
fair
have
enough.
once a
Endurance.
month.
Yeah, streams are endurance like training
Tamarrow does that for fun.
sometimes.
What?
He'll like get on Discord and be like, "Yeah, I just streamed for 12 hours."
It just happens. Like you're like, well, I have nothing to do from like noon to midnight, so. Sometimes just have your day be free. But I think we should probably talk about anime. I was told this is an anime podcast, just a little bit. It's kind of a fraud. We're kind of frauds. We're kind of frauds.
Yes.
We use it as a basis to spread our lies.
Yeah.
All right, but Grand Blue. Not to get confused with Grand Blue Fantasy, please. Please don't get it.
Please
Please,
don't.
no.
Every time I look it up on Google,
That-
I see fantasy. I
Oh,
type that
God.
shit right and everything, and it still
But what
shows
if
up
they made a
Grand
Grand
Blue
Blue
Fantasy.
Dreaming gotcha game?
I'd whale.
Collect
I'll
alcohol.
on that shit.
Oh, just alcohol and
That's
half
hard.
naked, just boxers.
That's
What is
amazing. That would be amazing.
Oh.
They need to make that shit actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Couch, hit us with that little synopsis if you don't mind.
All right. So, mind you, this is
Yeah.
a
of course.
diving anime. Before we do anything else.
Yeah.
Now, our main character, since the show is centralized where like all the characters are main characters basically, but the one it focuses the most, Iori moves to Izu for college. He goes and lives at this like kind of like diving shop sort of deal, and he rolls up and there are diving members from the nearby school that he's going to that hang out there, and they're like, "Hey, you are not an option, by the way. You are joining our diving club." And he's like, "No," but he ends up joining anyway.
I don't know
Whether
if
by
it was
will or
consensual.
not.
There's a lot of things in the show that don't seem consensual.
It was a forced club admission.
Absolutely.
And it follows, I guess, I don't know.
Hijinks.
Sure, hijinks. It follows the hijinks that ensues with the diving club.
Pretty much. You got it spot on. That's kind of
Yep.
ugly of you, but that's okay. I'm proud of you. But yeah. Let's talk about our main character, Iori Kitohara. How do we all feel about him? Good talk.
10 out of 10.
How do you feel?
Oh, I
about
feel
him?
about him. That's for sure.
Oh.
No, but for real, he's. I really love his character. He's. It's kind of hard to separate him from the show, so I guess we're kind of just mixing both of these sections together. But I love how he is, in a lot of cases, the straight man, and then can also switch to being the outlandish character the whole time, especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a straight man because he doesn't want to like drink or anything, but as soon as he touches like a drop of liquor, he's fucking gone.
He really is. He's like stripping left and right with the
Yeah, with the
other
other club
like
members. Yeah.
upperclassmen. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, so I really appreciate that. He's also just kind of a funny character because, as most of them do, they have like weird like gaps in their common sense.
Yeah.
Which just makes it hilarious.
Why would I go drinking with you guys? Rolls up the first period completely butt ass naked.
So-
And that's orientation day.
Why are they
Yeah.
looking at me? I don't get it. I'm the same as usual. Butt ass naked.
Oh, Hiyori, you're wearing clothes today. Good job.
Oh, you actually have more than one layer. It's more than both
Yeah.
layers.
So I assume everyone here likes Iori. I think he's a really good.
Yeah.
He's like an introduction character, and then becomes like part of the dynamic really easily, and I like how they did that.
Yeah.
You get to introduced into Peekaboo, the diving club, through him, and then and then he leaves. He becomes a different person. He adapts quickly.
He does. They really show it well. Like when it gets serious, he does get serious. But when it's a joke, he
Oh,
is
yeah,
the definition of
absolutely.
a joke. when
Yeah, and he also he can say some good things sometimes, occasionally. I don't know why.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah,
he's a nice
that's
guy.
like his characteristic when
every
he's
once
not
in a blue moon.
blackout drunk.
Yeah.
Consistently. But yeah, I absolutely love him as a main character. And going into that, just talking about the show in general. Yeah, we kind of have a lot of history with this show and our podcast. Because this was a show that was being released very early on when we were doing like some early ass episodes a while back.
Yeah, like the really
The
long
really
ones.
old ones, you know? Yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
shit when it was coming out. I remember reading it, I don't know, maybe like a year or almost a couple months before the anime. I was like, dog, this is actually one of the best things I've ever read. Like, legitimately.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, you should." He said, "Hey, you should read this." I open up, I see like the second page where there's a bunch of butt ass naked dudes. I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro?
what
Nah,
have you
it's
shown
good.
me?
It's
What
good.
is
It's
this?
good,
What
I
are you trying to get
swear.
me into?
I swear,
Ass.
once you look past all the man ass, you know, it gets good.
That's true.
Get
That's
accustomed
true.
to it
For
just
this
like
show,
they
yes.
did.
Yeah.
Desensitize yourself. But yeah, and then the anime came out and it kind of exploded. Like it's a really popular anime. From what I know. I didn't know that at first as well either. I was like, yeah, this is underground. I was like, oh, ranked 146 on anime list. But you guys didn't see the manga, so y'all are worse than me. Y'all don't count. Y'all not real fans. But yeah, so when that anime aired, and we've also talked about it multiple times throughout the podcast, just because of how much we love the show, you know. And there's a lot of things you could say about why we like it. I think a lot of it has to do with the comedy, of course. We tend to be fans of that, and it's a very well written comedy manga. But as well, I think a large part of it is also like just how optimistic and fun it is. Like it's not really a negative show at all, you know. Like there's some dark humor and messed up things. It's petty. It's extreme petty humor.
Let's put it like that.
But like at the end of the day, it's all about like people who are having fun and shit. And I think that plays a large part into why it's so popular and why it's so good, you know? I don't know about you guys. You can share your thoughts on it.
And I mean, like, all of the comedy like feels natural. None of the jokes or
Right.
anything feel forced, which is
Yeah,
like
for sure.
really big.
What about you, Jun? How do you feel overall? Just, you know.
See, I related to it so much because it's not like I go to a co-ed university. I go to all women's university, but the amount of alcohol you drink in your freshman year is just like what Iori is going through in his first year. It's insane, and you build a tolerance.
Yeah, right.
That's so I'm just, oh my god, this is true to life. This is what happens when you go to university and you're a freshman.
They make it look horrid and awful, but also fun at the same time, which is kind of what it is.
Exactly.
Exactly what it is, actually. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just really fucking good. And you can tell the writer definitely has, like, an interest in diving and wanted to, like, share that and explore it. I always love authors who, like, are really into something besides, you know, manga itself, and they express it through that medium, because it really does shine when they write it. Despite all the memes about it's a diving show, guys. There is a lot of, like, actual knowledge and, like, know-how into the whole diving world that you can tell.
They teach you about like shit with like the hand signs or whatever, and like the whole thing with like the octopus to help someone else out.
The equipment
Shit like
and
that.
all the other stuff. So it's like really interesting to see like actual facts. It's like wait, are they serious
Right.
about
A weird ass dichotomy between the two. But it just shows, like, the author really does know what they're talking about and cares about it, you know. It's just a fun setting, you know, too. Oh yeah, we're just gonna get blackout drunk on the beach every day, all the time.
Yeah, that's why it just like feels so like natural and almost like real, because that's just like what a bunch of dudes would do.
And if you know something I've always said, there's a lack of knowing what dudes do in anime. I feel like we're getting a big repertoire of what cute, like, middle school to elementary school girls do for some reason. But where are our hot buff men doing shit?
Yeah, like whenever it's a bunch of dudes, it's either some shoujo stuff or it's like scrawny daily life of high school boys type beat. Where are our buff men?
Nothing wrong with Daily Life of High School Boys, because that's also a fantastic show.
Oh no!
For most,
absolutely
true to its title. Can attest. I just think it's fun because we don't really get many insides as to what a group of dudes does, which is weird to me. I guess it doesn't sell as much, possibly, over in Japan. Dudes don't tend to be very cute.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you know, depends on the person.
No. No. Don't look at me like that, like you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, you're definitely wrong.
No.
But yeah, I also like to think, like, this anime is really well made as a adaptation of the manga. They really knew where to focus their resources, which were those ugly ass fucking drawings.
They knew how to make people's faces look as ugly as possible.
Yeah, they did a really good job of adapting the illustrator's art style for it. All those Titan faces.
Yeah. All the veins on the side.
It's one of the charms of the show where everyone is just kind of fucking ugly a lot of the time.
Everyone just looks like Titans.
It makes it really fucking unique. I don't see any other show that actively goes out of their way to make literally every single character ugly. It doesn't matter who they are. Like, it literally doesn't matter who they are.
Truly.
Chisa makes some really ugly fucking faces. But yeah, like, they you could definitely tell in the direction department that the anime definitely decided to like focus their resources on getting those shots from the manga and making them hit in the anime. And so I really appreciate that, even if the animation quality or it wasn't always like super on model for all the characters, but it did what it needed to do, and it sold the impacts of the comedy, which is definitely what it needed to do above all else. So
Yeah, you know, when you adapt from a manga into an anime, a lot of times a lot of the fine line work is missed. That's why the Junji Ito series sucked ass. There was
Oh yeah.
there was no real intricate line work, but with this show, they still were able to portray the exact sort of feeling and look without having a bunch of crazy like darkened spots and a bunch of like small line work. Like they could just have the outlining lines and it still looks
yeah,
fucking
absolutely.
horrendous.
So, Couch, June, out of, 5 waters that evaporate instantly when they touch the ground, how many would you give it? Or 10, sorry, 10. I forgot we like to do 10 on this one.
Yeah. My opinion, this is an easy 10 out of 10 PAB oolong tea style.
Certified
That's strong.
Jew
Certified
Mr.
10.
Mr. Kilometer,
Jew Mr. Mile.
not British, certified stamp
Not
of
British,
approval.
no sir.
Okay.
Absolutely. This is in my top 5 favorite shows.
I respect that.
It's just just that enjoyable. And when I decided to read the manga a little bit ago, even though I was reading shit I already seen, a lot of times I like to skip the parts I've already seen. I just decided to reread the whole thing, and then I watched this show again.
Yeah, and I
for the
enjoy doing
podcast.
that just as much. I was like, I don't even care. Sometimes when we rewatch shows for the podcast, I'm like, all right, let's go, third episode. Yeah. Okay, I can do this.
And it's sometimes just a fucking pain, but with this shit, like the episodes just like flew by.
June, how about you?
I also gotta give it 10
Okay.
Screwdrivers, because this show, I rewatched it. I was like, oh my god, I forgot this happened. There's so many iconic like jokes in the series. There's so many like funny scenes that are like memorable, and it's always part of like a anime montage or compilation video on YouTube. You will always see like at least one scene from Grand Blue if it's like a try not to laugh or like something just that's out of the mind,
right?
For like
yeah,
anime.
Absolutely. It's just that good, and even above all the jokes that everyone loves, like the water and the oolong tea, like there are just a ton of more memorable jokes like in there for people. Even if they start to look closer, they have like multi-layered jokes in there for like no reason.
They do.
Yeah.
And it's great. So yeah, me personally, of course, I'm definitely gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Leaks in the ass and wrapped around my neck, type beat. Yeah, it's stellar.
Absolutely.
And the manga is just as good, if not better. I really love reading the manga as well.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a hard time sometimes, like with comedy manga, because I don't like how they're formatted. I'm not a super fan of 4-koma. If it's really good, I can live with it, but most of the time I just don't like love it. It's like too serial for me, like Saturday morning cartoons where everything resets.
That was my big issue with 4-koma as well, but you can find some good ones where the plot may not carry on, but they still like kind of look back at it like it actually happened.
Right.
Like a lot of other.
And this is like one of the few comedy. I'm like, dog, this is incredibly well written. Who did this? Who did this? It's one of the few. As you can see here, I actually went out and bought all of the volumes.
Wow.
I have over on my shelf over there. They're translated into English, of course. So yeah, it's just one of those where I'm like, yeah, I need to have it in my collection. It just has to be done. At least for me. Just an incredible fucking show. And the music as well. How we talk about a little bit of that music? How was the music for you guys?
OP and ED, both playlist worthy, without a doubt.
I would sing every time. I wouldn't skip it. I would not skip it. I did not give it a chance to skip.
Every single time.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's just, it's fun and it's fitting. Both the opening and the ending. You just like have to sing.
Spoiler alert here for people who ain't ready, but we are definitely working on a little duet cover joint for that ED. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. It has to be done. You know it has to be done, Jun.
It has to be done.
We can't not. It's just perfect, actually. If you want, you're
just with my lights.
You're absolutely free to do that if you'd like. But yeah, like the OPs and EDs are just absolutely fantastic and fitting for it. I love how they slightly change the endings every time. Thank you very much. Oh.
Or even so, we're sorry. I'm like,
Thank you for apologizing.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and of course the inferior version of the song where they aren't singing. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
It's just strictly worse. You know, it's still good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's just not as good.
It's still very good. The singer, the voice actor for whoever sings that did a great job. But you could still tell sometimes it was like you were supposed to have like a man with that fortissimo like voice supposed to be hitting those notes. Yeah, but they did a really good job of like making you think it was a anime song that they were trying to replicate as a duet. Oi!
Yeah.
Oi!
On their fucking yelling so hard their voice gives out.
It's beautiful. You could tell like the voice actors the voice actors were having like a really fun time recording this whole show in general.
Yeah.
Because they just got to do such a weird ass range of like grunts and growls.
There's so much. There's so much just energy packed behind everything.
So many rolling R's.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just a fantastic show. Automatic recommend if you don't understand already.
Yeah, as you can see from our ratings.
Yeah, spoiler alert, this episode is just going to be us gushing about Grand Blue.
Absolutely. And, you know, I don't see anything wrong with that.
If it's good. Now, if we were talking about Absolute Duos, one of the best shows created in the last 10 years. Now, I might have had something to say.
Ooh.
It's one of the best shows created in the last 15 years. Eat your heart out, Sword Art Online.
Oh no!
Checkmate beaters.
Oh,
The beater fan base is dying.
They just go wild. They just come to the comics section and they're like, what did you say?
Shut up, beta tester cheaters. It's so awful.
I'm a beater and I find this to be a personal attack.
It is. Oh man. Pretty much. But yeah. I love the show. Great. Could be better. But not really. I'm lying.
It could have been better if they added it.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. It would be much better if like the whole show was like as much as far in the manga and done.
Yeah.
Actually never done, but kept being as good as it was and went on forever and never died. That would be great.
Fuck One Piece. We're on episode 2000 of Grand Blue.
Look, their dicks are out again.
They should have released an uncensored version. That's all I have to say.
Oh no!
I don't know. I think
That's
some
all
of the
I'm
impact comes from having those like simple censors.
Yeah, no.
The little center.
A big part is just having a big fucking huge black circle.
Running along the beach.
Dude. Oh, that scene was so sad.
Yeah.
In many ways.
Pretty much. Yeah, this
gosh.
show is really good. It also has like weird life lessons in it for some reason. Why? Why would you just make it better? It wasn't enough to be funny and heartfelt already.
Now you're giving us life lessons? What?
God, what an evil show. Give me something bad. We're doing Sister Testament Devil next week, alright?
Oh
I don't want to watch it. That's
But we get to watch
3
the
seasons,
OVA.
bro.
Don't you like the OVA, buddy?
Look, just because the OVA is good doesn't mean the show is worth watching.
no! Look, I went through season 1 and I don't know how I went past that. And then I realized there were 2 other
Yeah.
seasons. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
We
I
know
watched
you
all
did.
3 seasons for some reason. I love horrible shows. That's my thing. I love them.
Yeah. Infinite Stratos
And
lover over there.
I can with 100% confidence say Testament of a New Sister Devil is a horrible show.
You're a genius. You want an award for that one? You're speaking out.
I don't need him. I don't need him speaking out that much.
But yeah. Is it time? Because this is like truly going to be an enjoyable one. Let's do it. Manly! Thank you. Thank
Manly.
you. I needed a feminine touch on manly. Thank you. There we go. Got it. Got it. Saved it.
Needed a cinnamon touch.
I hate you.
Cinnamon.
All right, but what is this part of
Manly.
the show about? It is about one and only one thing:
Manly men.
manly men.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah?
don't get me wrong. By no means do they have to be big, bulky, buff,
right.
brolic dudes. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, sir, no, ma'am. The entire point is the manly energy.
The
these
spirit of
gentlemen
manliness,
radiate.
as it were. That
The
is what
spirit of
truly
manliness.
matters.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Without
And
a
I
doubt.
think there's plenty to go around in this show. Plenty.
Plenty.
Some might say there's a little too much, even. I disagree with them, but
I would
you
100%.
know, there's some
disagree as well.
who might say that. I don't know. I don't know who those people are though. They're not my friends. But we got options. We got options. We got your Tokis. We got your Bookies. You know, the classics. We got your little like
The class.
you're bordering on that, but you also kind of twinking just a tiny bit with your Yoris, your Kitaharas, your little Ikemen, you know. You got the fucking ugly fat bastard friend.
Yeah. Yeah, you have the Ori's friend group, you have the,
Oh
the
yeah,
rugby team.
yeah, for sure.
If you want to
They
count
definitely
those.
count. You could even, if you really want, you could even count like Chisa and Nanaka's dad in there if you want to. He's not.
Yeah. You got what was it?
That was the
Tinkerbell?
tennis. Yeah, the tennis team.
the tennis team.
Mhm.
The tennis play.
Yeah.
Right.
You have the tennis team.
There's also the
yeah,
bar
yeah.
master.
There's also what were the guys the group they met up with in, what was it, when they went on the trip? Yeah, and Okinawa.
Oh, Okinawa.
So there's them as well.
Right,
Like
yeah.
you got a lot to go on. You do, but you got to choose
Truly.
one specific one. And this is actually kind of hard. This is the first time I felt like this is actually a hard answer to come up with. You know.
No, me personally, for this show, as soon as I think of manly for this, the first person that always pops into my mind is Toki.
Ooh.
I can't 100% explain it, but to me, not only does he have the stereotypical manly qualities, he does dish out a lot of good life lessons like Buki. And he's both an evil, corrupt peer pressurer, but he's also a guy that you can truly rely and depend on.
But yeah, sure. Depend on him to get you fucking wasted. Yeah, absolutely.
Look, if
Okay,
I was at a party,
hold on, if
and I was worried about my
all right, go on.
No.
Go ahead.
Yes, I said if I was at a party and I needed to leave my drink alone, I would trust Toki with it. He might spike it with a little bit more alcohol than intended, but you know, that's a good surprise.
I
Just
don't
a little
think
bit of hand
that's
sanitizer.
100%. He's gonna spike it. Or just like a cupful.
This is only 96, Isaac. What are you doing?
Ah.
Bring out the 100. Bring out the 100%.
Oh, well, have fun. You trust him?
I trust him.
You know what? That was pretty
do trust
convincing. I do think of Toki when we go for manly, for sure. The others are like getting there, but that is like the perfected form of manliness right there. What can I say? I think the other guys just don't match up yet. Yuri and Kitahara are getting there.
Yeah. You have Buki, but in my opinion, Buki's just a less manly Toki.
I think they're equally manly in my opinion, but you know, to each their own.
Give or take. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty equally manly, but basing it personality aside, I think Toki just looks more manly.
That is true. He does look a lot more buffer.
Yeah,
Than
yeah,
Buki.
you're right. You're absolutely right. So the official recommendation by the Great Husbando Debacle Council, as we have decreed.
The council has decided.
Tokita, you are manly. Be proud. Go ahead. You have our permission, you know?
Seat's been reserved just for
I mean,
you.
now people just know what the facts are. You know, if someone says otherwise, direct them here because they're incorrect.
I'm going to beat him up. Anyone that disagrees, they are going to get jumped.
Okay, buddy. You got it. Hey, you want to blink, bro?
Nah.
You scaring
I'm not gonna
me.
blink.
Now, I don't think your segment's really worth doing, but
Nah, it's
yeah,
not. They're not
your
options.
mommy milky corner is kind of defunct at the moment.
It's dry.
You know,
Yeah.
in the manga that you got a little bit of something, but
Yeah. A little bit more.
we don't need it. We don't need it this week. It's okay. The show's so good, we don't even need it. Shit, I don't want it.
Yeah. No further this.
All right. You know, we've all gathered here today for a single reason.
One special, particular reason. That reason being the namesake of the show. We are here to decide, congregate,
Maybe.
argue. But perhaps
You
debate.
could say that.
We are here to discuss, debate if we need to, about the waifu of the show.
We're here to decide.
It's going to be a potential bloodbath.
Lives may be lost.
Lives may be lost.
Friendships
People may lose their
broken.
homes.
Mm-hmm.
Friendships broken. But at the end of the day, one waifu will stand on top.
Hopefully on me, but yeah, on top too.
Both works.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
So let's get it started. The Great Waifu Debate is now in session. That shit was loud as fuck.
Now, are we gonna do our normal
Sure.
shtick with the guessing?
Go ahead. Go ahead and hit your dance. Decide whoever you, yeah, go ahead.
For you?
Guess both of ours. Yeah, of course.
Both of them? I mean, I want to guess, but I feel like it's going to give away my option. But because I know at the very least Tamarrow thinks
I
the
was,
exact
you
same
know,
as me.
for a little bit there while I was watching, I was thinking maybe I should just be different for the sake of being different. But no, I decided against it. That wouldn't be true to myself. So,
No, I am going to disclose my own choice.
I'm about to disclose
Since I already
you.
said. Now, for both of you, I'm guessing Azusa.
Okay.
Am I wrong? Am I incorrect or like
Close second. Azusa is second for me.
close second? Damn.
You is right for me, young homie.
I
I
was
knew I
gonna
was gonna be right for you.
I was gonna guess Azusa. Like, huh? Who would? But yeah, it gotta go to Azusa.
I can't help myself. I can't break away from my stereotypes apparently.
We stay in the circle.
A damn shame.
The cycle never ends.
It's a damn shame,
Read
ain't
me like
it?
a fucking book.
Now, I already guessed tomorrow. Would you like
Yeah,
to guess
sure.
Jun's?
I already know who yours is, so for June.
No point.
Okay. I'm gonna go a little left field here. I'm gonna take a little wild swing. I'm gonna say maybe Ina. Maybe Ina.
I just didn't realize how basic I was. I didn't go for
Let's.
Keiki. I like her voice actor.
Okay. Okay.
I'll stop you there. I like her voice actor. But
okay,
Chisa gets
okay.
me right there.
Yeah. That was going to be my second guess for June.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. I was thinking about Chisa too. You know, I was like, yeah.
Yeah. As soon as you said wild card, I knew you were going to guess Keiki.
Yeah, I mean it depends which form you're saying. If it's in her keiki form, then
Sign me up.
If it's in her normal form, then
But
sign me up.
all of us can agree it's not Namika. Before we go any further,
Nah, she's okay.
Namika.
She's there.
She's okay.
Okay, but like, yeah,
She's not really part of the group,
Yeah.
so you don't see a lot of her.
She's kind of outlier. That is a stalker. What do you even call what she is? A pervert. They call her a pervert.
a siscorn.
She's a pervert siscon.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
I just think Ina sometimes is a hidden horse or like a wild card because sometimes She's fun. She's got the most sense in the group usually. Sometimes. Sometimes.
She does get a decent amount more development
exactly.
in the manga.
That's what I was kind of thinking about as well. So
yeah.
But yeah, Azusa for me. Chisa is also a really good pick. Honestly, I didn't think Couch would really be one to pick Chisa as a second pick even, because I feel like you tend to hate like kind of tsundere-ish types.
I dislike tsunderes, but Chisa's the second for me, and that's because Chisa isn't even really like a tsundere. She's just kind of like sick of everyone's bullshit. And so I understand why she's mad at like Iori and Kohei all the time.
Right.
I understand.
Okay, yeah.
It's reasonable anger.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. Fair. Fucking fair. Yeah, but like alcoholic.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like I've said before, nothing is better than an Onesan type that's also an alcoholic.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
In the truest sense, she is just another one of the guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really is.
We're playing strip rock paper.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I'm not gonna take everything off. I got band-aids on.
Yeah.
Oh my! I love how the other girls don't even.
They already
stop
know.
her.
Yeah.
Like, okay, have fun.
You're not stopping her. She is actually one of the boys, and she's just fun, outgoing. You love to see it. Can't be mad at that.
Love to see it.
Mad at that. Who do we hate? Just who do we not like?
I don't really hate anyone in the
you gotta
Joe
hate
in
someone.
general. I hate the German teacher.
Oh no!
I can understand that.
I don't trust Germans.
A little bit of bias you got there, don't you think?
Yeah, it happens.
If I had to choose someone to not like, it would probably be one of Iori's friends.
Oh,
they're all just gross.
Probably the dude who tries to get girls every time, and they ruin it. You love to see him fail. You love to see him fail.
Kept on turning the chopstick.
The freak lied.
Ew.
It was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
We give in.
Yeah. He was so desperate, and the boys could feel it. They could feel it.
And then the other dude who always like has a girlfriend, and they ruin it for him. You love to see him lose every time. Time for the mixed voice technique.
Straight up brings all the female voice actors you can get. Gets
That's
3
hard.
voice actors
That's
just
beautiful.
for that.
Just to see him not get none.
Yeah.
Well,
You love to see friends
The cock
bringing
block
down
is
other
real.
friends.
It's
There's nothing
actually
more beautiful. The cock block is real.
Excuse me, sir. 200. We have all your 200 orders of porn.
Yes, we have them all in HD DVD.
Couldn't fit them all through the door. So only put a few in.
4.
Oh yeah.
He had
Yeah.
more.
This shit is just pure evil.
Yeah.
I would have murdered people by them, but friends to the end, I guess. But yeah, for sure. I think Azusa wins. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Personally,
I
I think my pick is better than yours. That's how that works, right?
June, do you want to defend your pick?
So, I mean, as I can see why.
Mm-hmm.
I was tempted, but the leak, the freaking spring onion scene that she really just it scared me, honestly.
Simply don't get sick ever.
I don't know about you, but I need a girl that'll shove a leak up my ass.
And just tie
Personally,
it around
You need someone with that decisiveness. Mm-hmm. They're willing to go that
Yeah.
far, as it were. That far up your ass, that is.
yeah, yeah. It wasn't even like a struggle for her. She was
How
just
do you
like, "All right."
know? They just cut to it.
Look, I'm just saying, if she was like, "All right, let's do this," I don't think there would have been any issue while doing it.
Okay.
Sorry from any fight
Okay.
Iori might put up.
As long as you say.
I mean,
I agree. Just questioning your background just a little. That's all.
Okay, keep on questioning.
I certainly will. I'm not gonna stop. That's for sure. I don't know where the fuck you came from even. You just like got in this Discord somehow.
I'm not even a part of the podcast.
I just keep letting him
I
join
just
because
joined.
he's funny.
I don't even know him. Like, to be honest.
That's just about it. Hold on.
Go.
What? You hear that? You heard that?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Hey. Yeah, is it coming from you?
It wasn't Bobby.
Interesting. It wasn't coming from my phone. Yes!
Beep boop beep boop. Are you?
It wasn't mine
It's not my
either.
phone.
I have it like right here. It's John.
Yeah.
God damn. Beep, 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 boop. I think it might be Bobby. I think it might be.
I don't think it's Bobby.
Have we gotten Bobby on the podcast yet? Get Bobby on the podcast.
Bobby, come here, bro. Come here.
He needs to be here for this. Alright, Bobby. That was you, huh? It was you, wasn't it?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was sleeping.
Bobby, don't break his mic. Don't.
I would die for Bobby. I just met you. I would die for you.
Bobby, say hi, bro.
Oh my god.
You don't like it, bro.
Precious.
Yeah.
I'll let him lay back.
You know what Bobby was? Extra.
No. No, you better stop this. That's gross.
Fine.
All right, yeah. Let's get
for
the
sure.
shtick on with.
Extra thick. Don't matter what it
Extra
is.
thick.
It don't matter. It don't
Ooh.
matter what it is.
Doesn't matter if it's live, dead,
That's
never was
very
alive, never was dead.
Philosophical of you.
Tall, short, man, woman, non-binary, anything in between or outside of. It just has to be thick.
Absolutely. That being said, in terms of this show, we're really looking at the human characters here. You know, I don't think there's anything like non-human specifically that was prevalent in the show at all. So yeah, once again, looking at Toki and Buki.
Yeah, you got Toki, you got Buki, you got the rugby players.
Yes.
Mm.
They were
big
they looked like They look like cue balls.
They look.
Yeah.
They all
Yeah.
look like thumbs.
They
Like,
do.
Don't say that.
Big
but
meaty
go ahead.
thumbs. I think the men are definitely trumping over in this one.
Yeah, Tokibuki, rugby club, the guys in Okinawa. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All
They
of
just
them.
go.
They're all sick. Now, if we were to narrow it down, to the main cast.
Oh,
Tokibuki
so not
aside,
the main cast.
We're talking. Fuck you. We're talking about Kohei, Iori, Chisa, Aina, Azusa, Nanaka. Who we thinking?
You know, Iori and Kohei are kind of actually pretty built, despite how they.
They're very defined,
as they should be, as every 20-something-year-old should be. Perfect. Like all of us here, am I right?
I mean we're all perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
That's already given.
But do they trump Azusa? Because I don't think Azusa trumps
either
Nanaka,
Azusa,
or the other way around. I meant.
I think it's close. You don't really get as much of a good look at Nanaka as you do Azusa because Azusa is naked half the time, and Nanaka's not. So you can't say for certain. I think it's probably still Azusa, but it's open air for me.
Yeah. The few shots you do is kind of like maybe about the same. I don't know. They're comparable. That's usually what's being like shown in the show.
Yeah,
it's true.
What does this sign mean? Opie. I mean, focus. Yeah, I think Azusa takes it probably. If I had to take a wild guess, just on consistency alone, Nanaka is not measured often enough. Therefore, she's got to hold that. Simply just be naked more.
Indeed.
Idiot.
Yeah.
You had one job. Why couldn't you do that?
What do we even need clothes for?
You're bringing up a valid point. What's the pain? Well, like, why? For what?
Like, at the end of the day, we're all naked, just underneath our clothes, and I think we should cut out the middleman.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That was beautiful.
Facts.
Never say it again. Don't look at me like that.
Speech, that's
I don't like when you do that. You know I don't like when you do that. But I think we've been talking about our favorite moments for the most part throughout this episode. But if there are any more standouts you'd like to acknowledge right here and now, or forever hold your peace, go ahead.
Favorite moment.
I know some of my standouts were definitely that tennis episode where they played against the tennis club.
Oh, same.
There is legitimately a jump scare in there. Like, oh my god, my heart.
I think, for me personally, I have one that stands out more than all the others that got the most laughs out of me, and that's when they're doing the pretty boy pageant, and they have the confession. And the other guy's like, go out with me. And then they just start fucking laughing. And then it's Iori dressed up as Azusa.
That was really good.
Like, I think that's probably my favorite.
What's interesting is that they have a live action film for this.
That's amazing.
Made that scene.
I feel like I need to watch that.
And I watched it. I'm like, oh my god, He literally, not gonna lie, you know how they were up on the stage, right? They were in the live action. They were going up the stairs. The man fell down the stairs from the shock. He legit fell down. I'm like, damn, that's one way to put how much shock he got from that confession scene.
That's a good way to translate that.
Oh, but the tennis scene is good. Because the whole reason why Iori was good was like, oh, it's because tennis is popular among the girls. I'm like,
yeah, all the women love baby steps. You know, Prince of Tennis.
Oh yes, all of them.
Instant.
Some tennis man. Oh man.
Easy
girls right there, just come and go.
Yeah.
But then, other than that, I think the mixer.
Oh yeah, that is a spectacular episode.
Just anything with the boys is great. When they're doing the mixer, when they're trying to ruin.
Yeah, Mitarai. Yeah.
Mitarai is freaking his childhood friend. And then when they have the Germany test. The Germany test,
What's
the German test. So they're freaking... Same thing. Either way, the
no waters. No food either.
Oh.
Why are they so confident? I give up.
You can start now. I'm leaving.
Shit just falls out of his hand. That's his.
Yep. That 100%.
And then the shit doesn't even help anyway.
Ramp like this. One guy has a legit huge ass fan just fanning.
Yeah.
He didn't get caught, but then in the end, the professor was just like, "Oh, you're gonna have to retake the exam." I'm like,
it really was.
Huge ass fan. Like, come on.
Yeah. The scene where they went into the diving shop and the neon dress and Evangelion suits were there.
Yeah.
And his Kohei shirt just starts burning off and he starts fucking screaming.
The way they censored it was just like insane. It was a body censor. I'm like, what? What?
The primal scream he just gave out was just incredible.
Everybody felt that.
Yeah, that was also really fucking good. What else is there?
One that I like was when Azusa was first introduced, where Iori woke up next to her in bed, and then it does the zoom out of the shop, but rather than him doing like this like type shit, it's just
like he almost starts fucking crying, and then like. And then it zooms out on the shot itself, and it's just like the rest of the fucking dudes naked, like clustered around.
Yeah.
They just wake up. It's like, what's
that's
Azusa?
That's Azusa.
That's just a dream body.
She's a weirdo.
It happens.
Yeah, she's one of the boys. She just takes off her clothes and sits next to us and drinks.
Yeah, and the first day they get to Okinawa, and they're like shopping and all that, or was that the second day? Yeah, where they're shopping and like, I would like Hamasaki's wife.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Can I get one chubby high school girl? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll have one high school.
Can I get one poisonous fish that can knock out an adult male in one bite? And just like their reactions, it's not nice of you to spy on people. Like,
why are you doing
just
that?
Just it all flows so naturally. Like, why would you even retort that? Yeah, that whole scene where like he was also trying to learn how to get his water out of his mask, and and they're like, he's awakened. Yeah. Tie me up, will you?
Oh, yeah. I also like when he was doing the training to be underwater in the pool, and he puts on the goggles, looks down, and fucking Buki's trying to rip off Kohei's
Yeah.
swim
I'm never
shorts.
gonna swim. I'm good. Going underwater is not good. Yeah, and you know, like that, literally that whole day, getting the police officer, there isn't any suspicious people around. Nah, pans down. Man's full commando.
You zoom out. You zoom out
Yeah.
and you see his hand
Yeah.
far in the distance. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
And
oh,
they're
no.
just like looking at each other like,
Mm-hmm.
y'all, you gonna do it? Or... just literally the best every time.
I feel like the jokes just get worse when
Oh.
Aina joins into the club. Cause she just witnessed
Yeah, for
everything.
sure.
Literally.
I thought you were just, you know, celebrating like real well. Nah, you just like being naked.
Yeah.
This the moment when they have the king like play the king game and she's like, you can't strip in the next drinking party, and they're like, that is so
King's game.
I forgot.
Actually worse than death.
Yeah.
The
Literally, the
hottest
whole show is
that
just
you
best
get.
moments, like nonstop.
Yeah.
Yuri, can
Just-
you?
just
I
watch the
think
show.
it's not good to be drinking every day and having fun. Why not? Do you know where your room is?
This is your third day here.
He gets to school.
Can
I
I
don't know
can
how
I
to
follow
go
you
back.
home? Yeah.
It's not even that. Can you give me your clothes,
Strip.
please?
Alright, yeah, no, my room should be all set up right about now. Gay porn plays through the door.
Ooh. And they're watching it. And you're like, so that's how that works. Interesting.
I gotta go text
Yes,
my friend.
sir. You just stick pictures of Chiso on
Oh my
everything, and it
God.
works out. The same picture.
It.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Just one picture of everything.
Only good things happen.
But yeah. If you haven't watched the show, watch the show. If you watch the
If
show,
you rewatch the
it.
show,
Yep.
if you've already
Read
read it, reread it.
Yeah. Read it.
If you've done
Watch
all
this
of
podcast
that,
again.
yeah, watch
Yeah.
the podcast.
And if you've already done that, start from step one. Yep. Start from step one.
Do it again from the
Yep,
beginning.
absolutely.
Watch every single episode of our podcast leading
Yeah.
up to
Make sure you watch episode 1, and then go to episode this one. 51.
Episode this one, yes.
Go skip straight, and then wonder
All the
what the
way
fuck happened.
Yeah.
That way it's like end media res, you know. You get some mystique, and then you watch there.
Yeah. You'll notice the increase in quality, but also the decrease
I think
in
you're referring
quality
to
at the
brain
same
cells,
time.
but yeah. So
Balance.
same shit.
Mm.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Same.
Simple as that.
Do you guys have any similar recommendations for people who like this show? I already know I'm gonna jump the gun in what we said before. Daily Life of High School Boys. Getting a lot of that kind of guys doing dumb shit, you know. Girls doing dumb shit. Now we're talking. Go ahead.
Okay, wait. Okay, I got one for that. There's this anime called Asobi Asabase.
yeah.
I
Right.
feel like it's a good equivalent to Daily Life of High School Boys. These girls are crazy. I'm just gonna say like that. They are crazy in this show. It's like roughly, what was it? I think it's like 12 episodes, and they have like a special episode on the side. But every episode is just insane. There's no normal moment in that episode.
Good. If we're also going to go on that one, I'm gonna go with Joshiraku.
Yes.
Yeah,
Girls doing dumb
100%.
shit.
Yoshi
Mostly
Raku.
talking and being dumb. Very good show. Very good show. Don't
Excellent
be a hater bandwagoner, and don't watch it because TikTok likes it now. Just watch it anyway. All right.
Watch it
Yes,
for the
absolutely.
pure comedy. It is beautiful.
The ED is just a add-on bonus.
Yeah.
Couch, you got any?
I was trying to think of some, but aside from what's already been said, I don't really think I have much else. It's just like when I try and think of similar shows, it just doesn't connect the same way that it would be like when we're looking for recommendation for like Muhai no Bakhmut or whatever. Like it's not something that you can just be like, oh yeah, there's 1,000 other shows just like this. Watch any of those. It's like yeah, they're like a couple good shows.
I think I
And
can
we've
squeeze
covered
one more
those.
out if you want to go pure comedy. Inferno Cop. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
I think that one absolutely deserves that. Lighter comedy, Bookface, Skullface Seller Honda-san.
Hanako.
Yeah.
Honda-san, yeah.
That one as well. Those are mine at least. So yeah. If y'all got any more, y'all go ahead. But those are mine. Nope. You ain't got it. It's hard.
It's difficult finding.
Yeah.
Yeah, there isn't like the good comedy's hard. Oh, Setokai Yakuin Domo.
Yeah, that's
There
true.
we go.
Ah,
It's been a minute.
oh my, oh that's freaking. I just cause that show, it got a
Yeah, it
movie
did.
out too this year as well. It was postponed, but they released it. Oh my god, that brings back
I
memories.
know, right?
Very good memory.
Boo, boo.
Well, if we're talking about pure comedy like Inferno Cop, then I also, in the same vein, have to say Detroit Metal City.
Yeah.
It's a pretty fucking funny ass show, and it has a lot of ugly shit in it as well. That's part of the comedy.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, that's good. That's definitely a good recommendation. But I think that's about it, honestly. Good comedy is hard to do. You know, just like this podcast is extremely hard to do.
Yeah, that's why sometimes we don't upload for a couple weeks. We're just working hard.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. We just you know, after immediately after we end our episodes, we just like deflate for like months.
Yeah.
And then we come back. That's just how it works. It's very stressful, you know.
We're like those we're like that one Above the Influence commercial where the girl's on the couch.
Oh
after
yeah,
smoking
and she's
weed
like
and
Flat
just-
Stanley.
Yeah, we're that.
Yeah.
We're that after we record an episode, and so you know it sometimes takes a while to
Yeah,
inflate back up.
absolutely. But yeah, that's kind of. I think I've shared all my thoughts about Grand Blue Dreaming in general. Yeah. Whatever you do, make sure you consume it in some way, shape, or form. All right. Yeah.
Obtain the media.
Be it alcohol, actual diving, or just being buck naked
Absolutely.
in public or at your school. One of the three.
You gotta experience at
Just
least
taking
one.
in the manga and just anime. Yeah,
All
one
three
of
at the same
one
time
of
if
the
possible.
options.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh, there's no oxygen in this. This whiskey, baby.
You thought this was tea? No, this
Shit
is
just
alcohol.
evaporates. My eyes, they burn.
It evaporated so quickly. That scared me the most.
Part of the funniest shit for me about those were when it's like, here, water. They drink the whole fucking thing,
they
and
drink
then
the whole
after they swallow, they're like,
Yeah.
that was liquor.
They're strong.
They take take 2 whole gulps. They look at it, they light it because it's already filled again, and then it just burns. I'm like, that's not how it works, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, when you burn your eyes just from looking at whatever horrid monster alcohol creation you made, yeah, that is a grungus.
It's a grungus, baby.
That's what I'd call that. Yeah, I think you've done something right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But, yeah. Good show. Good show. Go watch. Good show. Go watch. Too long didn't read.
Watch it, yeah.
Yes. TLDR, just watch it.
But yeah, let's kind of get into our in-progress anime reviews. What have y'all been watching? What have I been watching?
No,
I don't actually.
you know me. I aside from podcast shit, I haven't really been watching anything.
Okay.
I have been reading some stuff as of recent. So I read like 130 episodes of chapters rather of Fire Force.
Oh.
Good as shit. Good as shit. We have after you were talking about Komi, I was like, you know what, I'll read it.
Yeah.
And it's okay. You know, it's not bad. I don't have any issue with it. Kenja ga Nakama ni Nata, which is a nice little manga about this girl that just shows up in this NEET's room to like play games.
Yeah.
She's just kind of there. I was caught up in the hero summoning, which is a pretty decent.
It's kind of weird, but yeah.
Yeah. Kubo doesn't leave me be. I recommend that shit every time because it's good. Remake Our Life. It's got like real life vibes where a dude goes back to school and tries to like help people progress in their careers. Shore Demo Ayumu. One of the bangers right now. Chiroi Desio Onigoroshi-san.
That one I read a couple chapters.
Scary Face High Schooler and Miss Plain Jane. I like that one. It's just about this dude that shows up after being gone for 10 years and helps work at this woman's flower shop because he likes her.
Yeah.
Blue Box was good. And then I think I will leave it off with At That Time the Battle Began. About 4 chapters. Same person as Giri-san.
Absolutely.
Worth reading.
Good fucking shit. What about you, Jan?
Well, as a reaction channel, I've been seeing a lot of animes. Not enough mangas, unfortunately. But anime-wise, I've started dialing in the franks. I can see where the hype was, but I don't see why it was that.
I don't either.
It was okay. I can see where it was, but like that hype.
The first bit was good. Like the first quarter of the show was good.
Yeah. Oh no!
It has the SAO issue. You know, you have something good, and then
where are you going?
They decide to just throw that shit directly out the window.
Higher. It's like, come back. They just leave.
Yeah.
Other than that, well, the current series that like is getting to me a lot is 86.
Let's go! I just started 86 the other day.
Which is 86. 86. I gotta admit, I might go to the light novel, but if they finish the animation for this, because it's such an interesting concept.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love it. It's so dark, but
it
love
is mad dark. For those who are unaware, 86 is a kind of war, kind of military anime, you should classify it as, where
Mhm.
these two warring countries are fighting with like spider robots. That's like their main. That's like their tanks essentially. And basically everyone who lives in like a protected bubble community all has silver eyes and silver hair. And what happens is they're spreading propaganda that they have this is all the spider robots are done by operated by themselves, basically by AI, and that no deaths in the war have even happened, and the opposing robots will die in 2 years because they will. That's how they were designed, essentially. And then you find out in reality, it's that anyone who didn't have silver hair or silver eyes got kicked out to a district to fend for themselves and fight for the people in those communities by themselves and man the robots.
Yeah, because they're like putting it as the setting as like the 86 are like the ones who are like controlling the little spider robots that they use to attack the enemies. But in fact, they don't even treat them like humans. They're just like slaves, which is
they're literally they teach in their schools essentially that they are not even, they look human but they're not. They're not the same species at all. Essentially, is what they teach them, and it's basically a story about that, and it's really interesting. I watched up to episode 5, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna let the episode stack a little, because I need to know.
Oh yeah. This anime just in general plays with your heart as soon as you get attached to someone, they're gonna do shit.
It's not a like super. They don't care about their characters. Let's say that.
Yeah,
they're unafraid.
Let's say it's not family friendly. It's not family friendly at all. It's very dark. Last couple episodes have been very, very like they have to put like flash warnings or something because it's very, very heavy topics for the last.
It's kind of fucked
episodes,
up.
so...
What's been happening? In this, just
pretty much.
That's fucked up.
Whoa. Now, other than that, let's see. I watched Shadow's House. Another one that a lot of people like on my channel is Zombieland Saga, which is an idol animation. And then when it comes to manga, I'm just reading like the main ones like Boku no Hero and
those are getting really good.
Kaisen.
Like both of them have entered like new arcs essentially, and they're starting off mad strong. No spoilers for Couch, I guess, over here, but that jujutsu is jujutsuing.
I basically have just been binging Fire Force. I have not been giving myself time.
I mean,
to,
Fire
read
Force is really good
else.
as well, so I can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh. Speaking for both of us.
Oh yeah, we've both been reading Kaguya. You recently caught up, and I caught up a couple months ago. Brilliant fucking manga, anime. That writing is amazing.
Work of art.
Ishigami's the GOAT. Never doubt him.
Absolutely.
All my homies hate Chica, but secretly they love Chica. I love her, and
Chica.
she's such
Regardless
a
of what she does,
shithead gremlin. Regardless
of what she does, I love her.
That's true.
Her eating dedicated episodes are some of the best.
Oh my goodness. Her just trying to teach the president what to do, like that. Kudos to her for having the patience of like a god at this point.
She basically already has PTSD, so you can't even be mad.
Yeah.
Yep.
As for me, as you know, I've been watching 86 as well. In terms of other things, I haven't really been watching much lately. I've kind of been holding off on that or doing rewatches. I already talked about Aquarian, which I finished a couple months ago. I went through the whole Aquarian franchise, kind of. I skimmed through Evol. That shit sucks.
Evol, baby.
The original was that 2004 show. I rewatched. You love to see it. Beautiful. Kind of like serial based Monster of the Week, but you know, it happens. And then I watched like the newest one,
It's an older show.
which was that came out a couple years back, which was just a completely different series, essentially not related at all, and that was interesting. And then mostly, yeah, manga. You know, I try to keep reading manga because they update more frequently. So here's a couple. Moto Shogun no Undead Night. I picked up. That one's interesting. It's only got a couple chapters out right now, but yeah, it's weird, and I want to see what they're gonna do with it. Of course, I've been reading some of the bigger ones. Tokyo Manji Revengers, which is being animated this season. Good ass show. Well. To Your Eternity, I've caught back up with after you letting those chapters stack for a little bit, 20 or 30. You know, you got what you gotta do. Of course, the usual Boys Abyss. Despair.
Despair.
Boys Abyss kind of just hurts to read.
This other one, Don Da Don, which is ongoing right now. It's from the creator of Chainsaw Man and Jigo Karaku. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's got like 8 chapters out, but it's really like it's as weird as you'd expect, but it's really good, and I love the art style. It's like, how to explain it? Aliens and spirits are the main focus.
Yes.
And whatever happens with that. I talked about this one a little bit before, but Ranger Reject, I'm also keeping up on. That one's an interesting a show, or manga, I should say, since it's about like the Toku Sentai like genre. But it's like a weird twist where they've just been like they subjugated all the villains years ago, and like they're basically like forcing them to be puppets for every Sunday showdown that they do for the people, and it's, you know, like one of the, because they're all low class soldiers that all look the same. That's all that's left. They killed all the elites. And so it's like this one low class soldier is like, I'm gonna get revenge and kill them all, but like he can't do shit because he's like really, really weak. But it's like it's a really like well paced. It's almost like a thriller, honestly. It's like it has a lot of battle shonen like aspects, but a lot of it's kind of like thriller-ish, because you're trying to figure out how this low class soldier is going to fight like these rangers, essentially, because you see very early on that like the difference is astronomical, and he could never win in a fight one-on-one. And the show's like, yeah, he's not gonna win a fight one-on-one. He can't even fight regular people, as a matter of fact. He'll lose. The only thing he has going for him is that he's invincible in a way. But he will get destroyed easily. Yeah, that one's really interesting. That's also made by the Quintessential Quintuplets author, so that's why I picked it up. Essentially, I was like, interesting concept to go for afterwards, but yeah, fuck it. Who cares?
You know, harem.
What's the difference?
Hentai.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the same.
They just have different colors on.
Yeah, at this point.
You know, I've been keeping up with a couple rom-coms. Can You Keep a Secret? Or the person I like works at the same company. It's just a little lighthearted slice of life rom-com about these two office workers who get together.
Oh, yeah. That's one. Yeah, this is good.
Mad solid.
Yeah.
What else? What is this one? Oh my god, this one is really... I hate these long names that I can't pronounce.
I swear they're getting more and more series like that. It's a pain in the ass, but it kind of helps me.
The English translation is, I picked up my daughters whose engagement was abandoned and taught me that I'm good. Eat delicious food and make it fashionable and produce it as the happiest girl in the world. That is...
Was that a full-on thesis? Like, see, what was
Dude, I think you just cast like a spell on us.
Yeah, that was like
Konyaku haki
rap.
sare ta reijo wa hirota orega is the first sentence in there.
The first sentence? Wait, there's more?
Why can't you guys just stop? It's about this mage who lives in a forest and brings under his care a girl who was persecuted from her country after she was framed by the prince.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I've been reading that.
I've seen like a little art, so I'm like, oh, this looks interesting, but the title is hella long. I'm like,
But
what
yeah,
is this?
it's definitely fun. I want to see where that goes as well, because it's like building up to things as usual. And yeah, that's about it for me. Oh, the one I read the other day that I told Couch about. The other world doesn't stand a chance against the power of instant death.
Yeah, I caught up on that. It's really good.
It's actually
It's
kind of
funny as
amazing. Where it's your isekai, but it just so happens your protagonist can insta kill anybody by telling them to.
Basically.
Oh, I felt a slight amount of malice directed towards me, and so they're
On
dead
accident,
80
my
miles
bad.
away.
Yeah.
Oops.
And it's really interesting because they build a really complicated and like structured world, and then they toss the protagonist in there, and he just breaks everything.
And he just he breaks
Yeah,
the
he
shit with
literally
when they were
just
at the
fucking
tower.
breaks every mechanic that any fantasy adventure should have.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I have one more. If we're on the isekai brand, I've said this before. Isekai Shikaku. It's probably my favorite isekai. It's just about this depressed suicidal author that gets isekai'd after trying to do a lover's suicide, and he gets sent to the new world as like a hero summon. They look at his stats, it's like, oh, he is incredibly weak and he is constantly poisoned because of like all the different kind of like pills he takes to try and kill himself, and his whole goal is to meet up with the person that he tried to do a lover's suicide with.
That's amazing.
That is so sweet, but oh my god, his stat.
Yeah, he's constantly at like 1 HP.
That's amazing, actually.
My god, I love the art style though. It's like really nice.
Yeah.
Looking at the art, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. He looks like he'll have 1 HP.
Yep. He's not allowed out the house. That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Stay indoors.
But yeah, Couch.
I'll do my thing.
Of
real
course
quick.
you
I
did.
pick one out. So I got to every. So
Blah 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 blah.
Introduction.
You
Always
read
skip
porn.
this shit.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be recommending the doujin for the week.
Yes.
The name is Neko no Chi Amayadori. The numbers are 360355. It's very vanilla. It's clean. It's normal. The tags are soul female and soul male. Schoolgirl uniform. Blowjob, defloration, hand job, wet clothes,
keep going.
and multiple orgasms. That's it.
Oh,
Very
vanilla.
tight, clean, to the point. Very
Like
vanilla.
you.
But with the influx of disgusting shit that I happen to see on hentai, it is very nice to just have something reliable,
You can
something
trust.
nice, tidy that you can trust. When I was going through looking for doujins the other day, I noticed 95% of the recent released ones were shota
That's a
doujin.
pain.
That
That's
a
pain.
big concern. Yeah.
you know, maybe I'm weird, but I don't really
How
like shonen.
dare you?
It's not my cup of tea, and so this is just like, you know, like a 4 out of 5, something not bad,
A little
something
short,
that you
but-
could probably go back to. Yeah, a little short. It's just a little like friendship,
You'd
romance,
love to see
into
it
sex kind of deal.
sometimes.
Like that. That's nice.
Good for you.
That's a nice touch.
Yeah. You got anything tomorrow? No.
I ain't got nothing for y'all. Fuck y'all.
All right. Well, if that's the
it
case,
is.
I think we should be about
I think
wrapping
we
it
should
up.
always wrap it up, Couch.
No.
Don't fight, Terrence. Please don't fight. Is there gonna be a divorce?
Yeah, for the third
Oh,
time. It happens every other
Oh
week.
no. Here we go again.
Oh, so you weren't even counting those other times that I tried to file for divorce.
Those don't count.
He just
Those
wouldn't. He
don't
wouldn't
count.
sign the
I didn't
papers.
sign them. You lost them. You know I can't read, baby. I can't read. How am I
threw 'em
supposed
away.
to read and sign my name if I don't know how it says?
All right, but as always,
Yeah, fuck you
thank
guys.
everyone for watching. Thank you. Special thanks to Newbie Jun, our first guest to ever appear on the show, for stopping by again and doing our special
coincidentally,
51st
she's also
episode.
our worst guest and our best guest. It's crazy how that works.
How does that even happen?
She did that though.
I don't-
If you want to see how she did that,
She did
though,
do that.
you better check out her YouTube. Check out her.
Check out our YouTube. Link in
of course.
description.
It will always be in the description.
All that shit.
As it should be.
Somewhere down below.
As it should be.
Are you signing off, Couch?
Indeed.
Yep.
Yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna peace out. See y'all later.
Bye, everyone.
The Great Waifu Debate about anime titties. The Great Waifu Debate about anime, yes. It's the Great Waifu Debate about anime titties. The Great Waifu Debate's all about anime thighs, yeah. She got them big old anime titties. She got them big old anime titties. She got them big old anime titties. She got them big old anime titties.